Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially healthcare. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Well, WABC has a new star, Sean Spicer, who was the 30th White House press secretary and worked for President Trump 45. Well, Sean, welcome to WABC. You have a show right after the Cats Roundtable, so nobody hang up. He's got one great show coming. Give us your mission in life, because my mission is to have common sense in America. What's your mission?
Well, first of all, thank you for, I love what you have created, and I'm honored to be part of it. You have taken this enormous success that you have done in life and in business and turned it into a mission, and I'm honored to be part of your continued dream. It really means a lot. I've been on your show before. I've watched the growth of WABC through, just the amazing people you have in your lineup all week long, and I thank you again for this opportunity. I'm honored to be part of it. And look, simply put, I think you and I share the same mission in life, to make sure that this country continues in the right direction, that we pursue policies that are going to allow us to be safer and more prosperous. But part of what I really hope to do, John, and on Sunday mornings with your audience here, is to really help use the experience that I've gained. I started doing my first campaign in 1994, just over 30 years ago, 27 years in the military. I've worked in the White House, the RNC, 10 different members of Congress, various campaigns, is to bring people in, especially this year, in an election year, to bring them inside what decision makers are doing and why they're doing it. There's a ton of pundits on television that opine on, and that's great. That's the beauty of America. But part of what I want people to do is maybe have a better understanding of the process, why decisions are getting made, what's happening at critical junctures during the campaign season. So as we sprint towards November, I hope that we give your whole audience out there in the WABC world a better understanding of how they can be helpful, how we can support President Trump and the mission, and understand why things are happening and what we can do to be supportive of them.
You're absolutely right, and we both have the same mission, that we have common sense in America. I have 2 children and 1 grandchild, and I want to make sure that they grow up in an America that I grew up in, and common sense should prevail.
100%, and I think the more people understand the process and what they're being told, sometimes in a very liberal legacy media, why it's not true, what's happening. It frustrates me, and I love having an outlet and being able to talk to the WABC listeners and give them the straight truth about why things are happening, what's really going on, how they can affect change. So I'm super, super excited to be kicking this off.
Well, Sean, I'm going to be listening. You come on right after the Cats Roundtable between 10 and 11.
What a lead-in that is. You're setting me up so, of all of the hosts, I get to come right in. This is going to be awesome. This is the kind of lead-in that any host would ever want.
Well, I look forward to have a great show. How did they say it in show business? Break a leg.
Break a leg.
Now, you don't say, you say that in show business, and you say that on radio and television, but never say that to a skier.
Good point. Good point.
Well, I'm looking forward to listening. Everybody, all our audience, stay tuned. You got one great show coming on right after us.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best our nation has to offer, especially when it comes to health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families' health. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.